I'm getting sweaty. Oh, hi. It is Friday afternoon and my better half is off in the forest fighting fires as he does, which means we need a little craft project to get us through the weekend. It is supposed to rain tomorrow, and I completed a craft project last weekend, and by craft project, I mean I have been attempting to sew my own clothes. This is part of my homesteading, wanting to be sustainable and also be able to be self-sufficient and capable should there be an apocalypse or world-ending event and I need to sew my own clothes. Now, I have something in mind. Let me pull it up. And that is to make a little cottagecore-esque dress. I will put a picture on the screen here. And this is the fabric. I am pretty sure it is a tablecloth. I thrifted it from Goodwill, and it has this kind of sheer quality to it, which I think will make it a fun, like, layering piece in the summer as well as fall. The plan is in 2 phases. Tonight, I'm hoping I can familiarize myself with the plan, as in the pattern and what I'm hoping to do, and then cut out the pattern pieces and maybe pin them tonight. And then tomorrow we can assemble everything. I'm gonna be Franken pattern bashing 2 different tutorial videos for this project. The first one is the Essentials Club t-shirt dress, and the other one is the Rosary Apparel sleeves. And so I have the sleeve pattern. There's 3 sleeves in one with this pattern. And I'm going to be using sleeve 1, which is the short sleeve, but it's extra poofy. And so I'm going to quickly watch both of those videos because the t-shirt dress one is a little more self-drafting, tracing a t-shirt. So I need to refamiliarize myself with how that is going to go before I try to cut out any fabrics. I'm going to queue up the videos and I'm going to go get my little notebook so I can take notes about the measurements that I need. Okay, I just finished watching my video. I think I'm gonna wait to watch the sleeve one tomorrow because today I just need to cut out the pattern, which is pretty self-explanatory. Let us go cut some fabric. Welcome to my guest room floor. I don't have any other big empty floor space that's clean enough to cut fabric on, so we are going to do it in here. And now there's a dog on my cutting area. Now I want this I want this to be a little oversized, so hi buddy. I'm going to trace the top of my pattern from a extra large t-shirt. This is the shirt, and we're going to have it and tuck in the sleeves so that we can get the pattern. Okay, you're right in the middle of my area, mister. I'm gonna need you to move. He's very cute, but he does get in the way. Now, I do want to make this clear. This is not a tutorial. This is more of a let's come on this sewing journey together and see what happens kind of experience. Let's do the sleeves because I have a pattern for those, which looks like this. This was a free pattern from Rosary Apparel for her fun sleeves. Do the same thing down here. There we have 2 sleeves. Okay. So now I need to measure my skirt. So let's see, how long do I want it to be? What is that? So like 18 inches? Okay, so 18 inches long. Okay, and this is where we do our maths. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. You're cutting a very straight line. The other side of the Okay, I have all the pieces cut out. I will see you tomorrow when we assemble this thing. It is hot and sweaty in here, so I am going to go sit in front of a fan. All right, I will see you tomorrow. Good morning. I have my coffee. It's raining. I cleared off my desk, even though it doesn't look like it, and we need to get back into this project. But first, we need to do a little something about this. Much better. Now that I am properly clothed, let's get into sewing. I'm gonna set up my sewing machine here and my iron. I think we're getting a package delivered. I'm gonna set up my sewing machine here, and then I'm going to set up my iron over here. Let's do that, and I will meet you back here. I have my sewing machine. I have my fabric. The construction of this should be fairly simple. We just have the 2 front pieces, the 2 sleeves, and then the skirt pieces. Now, the only thing that I'm not too sure about for this is that I really want to try and do I think it's a French seam. I am not a professional sewer by any means, but it's where you kind of bury the loose end of the hem inside the fabric. You basically sew the wrong sides together, trim it, fold it over, sew the right sides together so that the raw hem is like sandwiched inside the seam. So I'm going to start with the top. I'm just going to sew the way I know how. And again, this is not a tutorial. This is just a shared experience among friends because, you know what? I would consider you all my friends. So, how's everybody's summer? Get up to anything crazy? Clearly my summer is super, super wild. This is what I've been doing. Even though it's kind of cold in here, I feel like I'm gonna need to take my sweater off because I don't have a lot of mobility. And I get a little wild when I'm sewing. I feel like I need to be unencumbered, as they say. Okay, sweater is coming off. Uh-oh. We are bunching. Okay. This is why it's important to do a test strip, which I did not do. It feels like it's gonna disintegrate at any moment. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm gonna figure this out and come back. Okay, so I don't think that this fabric is going to work in the way that I want it to. So, I think I'm gonna make a quick trip to the thrift store and see if I can find some other fabric, because this is like polyester, like sheer. It just wants to like fray, and not that that's the problem, it's just that the, like, this is the thread trying to go through, and it's just like this. So because I already have all the pieces cut out, it should be easy for me to just trace them onto a new piece of fabric. Worst comes to worst, I would buy a tablecloth or a sheet or something that's in a pattern that I like new, but I think I'm gonna try the thrift store first and see what they have. Wasn't planning to make a stop there today, but I want to make this today, so determination shall prevail. I didn't mean to buy this much fabric. Someone had gotten rid of all of their quilting and or seamstressing materials, and I could not hold myself back. So, first up we have this yellow gingham, some like sage green linen, patterned canvasy material. One of the options for the dress. It's kind of like a crochet creamish color. I think that this is what we're gonna use for the dress. Let me just open it up, make sure there's no glaring stains or anything on it. This is a sheet, so we're gonna give it a good wash. It's cream with like some blue flowers and some like tan flowers. I'm going to throw this all in the wash and make some lunch while that is going on, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, the fabric is out of the wash, so I'm gonna head into the guest room with all of my pieces that I need to trace, and we are going to cut out our new fabric. Okay, we are back with our new fabric pieces. So let's start over now. Still gonna try and do the French seam, which is like the double insurance seam essentially. See, that is much cleaner. Lovely. I tried it on and I had to make the neck hole a little bit bigger, but that is okay. And now we're gonna move on to the skirt. So I need to do a running stitch on the top and then gather it. And then we're gonna need to gather it to fit the bottom of the bodice. We are going to see if this is the correct width. This. which way is the front yet. I do need to cut the neck a little bit lower. And we do have one more skirt tier to go. Right now it's looking a little bit like a hospital gown, but that's okay. We're not done yet. So I think I'm going to gather the next chunk of the skirt and then maybe call it a night. I am slowly, I'm quickly losing steam here. And I don't want to sit at this desk anymore. So we will have to reconvene tomorrow, but I think we've got a good start. We'll have to save the sleeves and the side seams and all of the hemming for tomorrow, which hopefully won't take an exorbitant amount of time, but we shall see. Hello and welcome back. It is now Sunday and I am determined to finish this dress. So what I was able to complete yesterday, we have the top and 2 tiers of skirts. It is looking a little bit like a hospital gown at the moment, but I think once we get the sleeves going and the skirt kind of hemmed up and we style it, it'll be fine. I was able to attach the skirt last night, and so I need to go in, trim the excess fabric, and then do our little fancy double hem seam or whatever. We are drinking iced coffee today because it is a little bit warmer and the sun is coming out, so. And something I learned yesterday while doing the other fancy seams was that you really need to make sure you're leaving enough room to envelope the other side. I had to do an extra seam or like double up on the middle skirt tier because I didn't cover all of the extra seam. The line was not super straight on this one, but that is okay. Looking good, people. Ah, even better than the last one. Now it is time for sleeves. So I need to watch a little video before we do those. Just watched the video that she does, and she makes like a channel for a ribbon to go through to like bunch up the sleeves. I think I'm just gonna do elastic. I'm going to sew up the side of the dress first, so that way I have a better idea of how big the armhole is and how much I need to gather the sleeve. Body of the dress is mostly complete, and now we're going to move on to the sleeves. So what we need to do is sew 2 lines of gathering stitches along the top of both of them, and then sew them together, and then hem, elastic. Yeah. Okay, my camera memory card is full, so I just needed to pop in and show you that I did stitch and gather the sleeves, and then next thing I'm gonna do is sew along the inside armpit, but first I'm gonna go run some errands, pick up a new memory card. Okay, I will see you soon. I did pick up some bias tape that is a cream color that will match the base of the dress, and that is going to be what goes around the neck. Reorienting myself with where I was before I stopped. I'm going to sew here and then hem just because I already pinned it and I don't want to undo it. Okay, I have clipped the sleeves into their respective armholes. So now I'm just going to run a stitch through that, and then we will hem the skirt, and then, wait, yeah, sleeves first. I'm calling that good enough for me. What did I do? Did I, oh. Sleeve is inside out. Okay, I will be right back. So, yeah, let's just add the elastic and go from there. I think that adding it 1.5 inches from the seam or from the edge will do 2 inches. Does that seem right? It'll make it nice and ruffly. Okay. I'm going to make the back a tie as part of my design. Okay, I think I semi-fixed up the sleeves, but we're just going to we're just gonna hem the back V and then also the skirt. Or we're going to do the ironing for that, and then all I have to do is bias tape and sew all the hems, which may happen tonight, may have to happen tomorrow. It is getting to be dinner time, so... Okay, the skirt is done. I'm just going to do the bias tape along the neck and then out so it can tie. And then I will see you in the reveal where we style this a couple of different ways. All right, that brings us to the end of this video. Final wrap up. I'm pretty pleased with the outcome. I do think I would wear this out in public, which is my kind of bare minimum standard of how well I completed something. I'm really pleased with how the sleeves turned out. I do have to like tie off and trim all of the threads, so if you see those, no you didn't. I do think that it gives a little bit of the hospital gown vibes, mostly because the contrasting bias tape looks a little bit like something that you would have in a hospital gown, but that is okay. If you are still watching this video, then thank you very much for sticking all the way to the end. If you want to see more video content from me, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am working on putting out more content. And if you want to see my art, you can follow me on Instagram at The Cozy Artist, and I will have all of the videos and things that I used, resources I used, linked down below in the description box. All right, I hope you have a great day. I will see you in the next one.